Hi guys, my name is Tim and I'm the co-founder of Preto. And in this video I'm going to show you how to get an idea to market in a very short amount of time with an experiment. In this example we're going to try and test out an idea for renting out rooftops for different occasions. Kind of like Airbnb for rooftops. And what we want to find out is if anybody really is interested in the idea. So first off, what we see here is a closed alpha version of our online prototyping environment called Perry. Perry, we're going to first define the premise of our idea. Next, we're going to define one or several main questions which we would need to answer if the premise is to be true. Now that we have defined the idea, we want to get going with building our experiment. As we see here, the Perry system suggests different steps we might take and some tools we could use. First, we need to find a suiting name. Right, so here we are going to use an app called Viable. Viable is a great tool to search for a company name and see if anybody already using it has a Facebook page, trademarks, or anything like that in the name. And here we are trying out some different options, but as you can see, RoofDing is fairly viable, meaning nobody is already using the name. The next thing we're going to do is make a logo for our idea. And this is where some people really waste a lot of energy and time making the perfect logo. But we're not going to do that. Imperfect is perfect in our world. This is our way of doing innovation, doing things fast. So, the next thing is that we're going to make a simple landing page where interested users can sign up for our new rooftop service in some way. We're doing this to try and measure the initial level of interest. Remember, our mission here isn't to make money. This is an investment in exploring the initial interest of our idea and answer vital questions around our premise. Next thing we want to do is to have some tracking on the site. Instapage automatically shows you how many visitors you had on your site and how many who signed up. This gives you a conversion rate, how many have seen my idea and how many have reacted to it in a positive way, which gives you a good indication as to how interested people are in it. But having the page ready isn't enough. To get this ship sailing, we need to get out there amongst some users. We need to promote it in some way. Google AdWords is actually a pretty great way to get people in contact with our idea because it allows us to direct people to our landing page if they search for specific terms. This gives a new measurement in that we now can see if people click on our ad on Google, and if a lot of people do that but don't interact on our site, we now know where we should improve. And we could be wrong in choosing Google AdWords. Maybe people aren't going to search for it themselves. But this isn't really a problem because we could always try again with another means of reaching our users. This might look extremely simple, but actually, if you look at something like Airbnb, it is very similar to the setup they started out with. The goal here is to collect information and gather knowledge around the idea so that we can make it a success or to find out if it's really that good of an idea. This is just one way of doing it, and there are tons of other ways and techniques to get ideas into reality very cheap and very fast. You can get your ideas out there almost immediately, interacting with real customers and exploring the market. And by doing this, even if the idea turns out to be a failure, which most ideas are by the way, you will have learned so much about the needs and wants of customers. And by using these very simple design and development tools, you will also have learned a lot personally. I've gotten a great introduction to things such as graphic design, website development, and online marketing, which are vital skills to learn if you want to work with innovation or entrepreneurship in today's world. With that, I want to wish you a great day and happy experimenting. Take risks.